So what are evergreen videos? That question was asked of me last week. We talked about evergreen and topical and, seasonal stuff. And then people didn't understand what evergreen was. I think I call it greenfield sometimes. It's kind of known by both, but I think evergreen is the most common. So evergreen videos are, and I'm going to give you the definition, so I'm going to read it for you. Evergreen videos on YouTube are videos that stay relevant and continue to generate videos over long periods of time, sometimes even years after they're uploaded. In my case, I have quite a few videos that will get me $50 today, or not today, this month, that I uploaded back in 2019, 2018, something like that. I have a few of those that are still paying off all these years later. Now I have other ones that were done about the same time. They're probably gonna make me 75 cents this month. Some of them do good for a long time, some of them not so much. So, nothing's perfect. Unlike trending or time-sensitive content like news, seasonal topics, or pop culture reactions, evergreen videos cover topics that people consistently search for. So we're shooting for timeless and subjects that matter, that are always going to be around. How to change a flat tire, best place to retire in the United States, top 10 cheapest countries to live in. Things like that will be searched forever, okay? Unlike viral videos that spike in views or die off, evergreen videos will start slow but continue to bring in views daily and revenue monthly. Because if you get a viral video, which in my opinion, I think it's great to have one that gets you in front of people, but I think if you're counting on that happen more than once a year, it's a unicorn. It's happened to some people, but don't rely on it. I think it actually ruins a channel if you go viral on something. My opinion. But the viral will get you paid a good sum of money, especially if you get, let's say, 10 million views on a video. I mean, there's one guy had 39 million views on a video that he did, I think it was 2017, 30 million he's had total, but he got the first 20 million within like the first 90 days. It was something weird like that. And since then, all these years later, he's gathered another 10 million. So definitely went down. The peak is where he got paid. So examples of evergreen niches, tutorials on how-tos. Like I said earlier, that's always something people are going to search. How-to is one of the most searched things on YouTube and in Google. So if you put how-to at the beginning of your description and your title, you're going to get some views. It's what follows it kind of changes things. So if you're how to fix a flat tire, you're going to be with a bunch of people. How to get into the movies free. Don't teach people how to do illegal stuff, but let's say you found some coupon website. That will always be searched. How to get this for free. If you throw free on there also, that's another big word. Reviews and comparisons. Now, I kind of mentioned this the other day. Reviews, especially about tech stuff, they say it's evergreen, but not really. Because if you're doing a review of the new iPhone, next year there's going to be another iPhone. And then the year after that, another iPhone. So when you did your, review of the iPhone 6, it's irrelevant now. You might get 2 views a week. Travel and real estate guides, those are always good. Top 10 best small towns, Texas, like I do. Always evergreen. Educational explainers, like what's a Roth IRA, how to file your taxes, how to get into a good college, things like that will always be searched, So just think of the subjects that are always going to be around, that have always been around, not how to get tickets for Ariana Grande. Okay. That's not evergreen. That happens until her little 15 minutes is up, So you kind of got to pick your stuff, but that kind of lays down the groundwork for you. So why do they matter to a creator? Stable views. You can generate consistent traffic over time, passive income, more predictable ad revenue, and affiliate links. So if you're always getting those views, those affiliate links you have on there and your ads, you're always going to be bringing in a little bit of money, I kind of treat YouTube videos in evergreen as an apple tree. If you have one apple tree, you're going to get your apples and you're going to eat. But if you have 20 apple trees, if you have 100 apple trees, you're going to be selling them. Not only are you eating apples every day, but you're selling apples, because there's no way you're going to be able to eat what 100 apple trees produces, so you got to sell some of them. The algorithm also loves you if you're doing evergreen, because YouTube often favors content that keeps people coming back and searching. So keep that in mind. Now, one other thing that I've noticed when you start getting sponsored videos, they like evergreen content because they know if you put that ad on there, it's going to just keep going and going for years. I did sponsored videos 5 years ago. If you watch the video right now, you're going to see an ad for Airbnbs, so keep that in mind, that sponsors will kind of like you. Sure, they want some big views in the beginning, but if it's a decent company that's going to be around for a while and has a product that kind of stays the same, they're going to like you. And that ends up translating to more money. Now, I got some examples of good evergreen channels besides World According to Briggs. We all know that's the best evergreen channel in the world. I'm totally kidding. I'm average. But the one I really like is Chris Fix. This is a car mechanics and repair thing, evergreen. How to change your oil, how to restore headlights, stuff like that. Always going to be searched, and he's a pretty good resource for that. Crash Course, which is educational videos on history, science, and literature. I wouldn't say similar to On This Day videos, because that's topical for the day, and I think that's one of its biggest problems. It's topical for that day, and I got to figure out a way to change it to evergreen. That's my mission in life on This Day. But that's a good one. Crash Course is pretty good. Graham Stephans, he is, because he does talk about things that are going on in the news when it comes to finance and things like that. But a lot of his stuff is financial advice that is just sound advice. So he's got a lot of evergreen content on there too. Geography Now. They've been around longer than me. They deal with geography. I'm a little bit different. I'm kind of geography, real estate, and relocation. But a lot of people clump us up together. Geography Now is a pretty good channel. I find them to be a little basic, but they're funny also. Sort of like what I do, but they're more classroom funny. Mine's a little weird and geared towards an older audience. Theirs is good for a classroom of high school kids or 6th, 7th graders. Clean My Space. This is a pretty good one. Cleaning hacks and home organization. That's evergreen. That's going to last forever, and that is also one of the most searched subjects on YouTube. Bucket List Family. Okay, so they say this one is an evergreen video, but I guess it is. It is. I shouldn't say it isn't. But they go places. And so, I don't know. They're more of a vlog, and vlog really isn't evergreen. But they throw a little twist in there about places and things they're doing. So it is sort of evergreen at the same time. But you go there and you kind of see a hybrid of a vlogging evergreen channel. Now, why is World According to Briggs a decent, I won't say it's good, a decent evergreen channel? And that's because I have very searchable topics. Top 10 worst states to live in, 10 cities people are fleeing, the most dangerous cities in America. Things like that are always searched, and they're very interesting to most people. One thing I will tell you about evergreen, if it's negative, you're going to get more views because, as the old saying goes, if it bleeds, it leads. And that's just how humans are. If you give them a positive story and a negative story, more people are going to want to watch that negative story, okay? These puppies were born today. Aw, that's nice. Wait, tell me about the car that got hit by the train with 20 people in it. I want to know about that. That's just how humans are. And people sometimes, why are you always doing negative stuff? Why do humans only like negative stuff? I don't know. It's like, I try and mix them up a little bit, but humans want to see negative stuff. In reality, my channel, I've gone way more positive than I was in the beginning. I mean, the first 4 years, it was top 10 reasons not to move here. This place sucks. Let me tell you why. Videos like that were very, very frequent on my channel, with maybe mixing in a positive video once a month. That's honestly how it was. Now it's like I throw a negative one in there every 2 weeks. The rest are medium or positive videos. Informative is what I'm shooting for. The other thing that I do is I try and stay away from trend-based videos. So one thing a lot of these AI channels are doing right now is they're figuring out subjects to do about Donald Trump, something Donald Trump has done, how it's going to affect the United States. So they're trying to do this hybrid political, which could go viral, and they're trying to lump it in with the United States, which is somewhat evergreen, and they put Donald Trump's face on there. Now, the problem with this is once Donald Trump's out of the White House, that shock value because he's a click magnet, whether you like it or not, him and Elon Musk, put them on your thumbnail, they're click magnets. I don't care what your politics are. If you want to make money and you want to get views, put them on there. But when they're out of the White House, That guy's got to come back and change his thumbnail or whatever. Or let's say something bad happens, like he gets impeached. You don't want his picture on there. People aren't going to be clicking it as much, and it's just weird. They're going to want to see the new negative story, like who took his place. So you're going to have to switch it all out. It's weird. But yeah, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, put their pictures on there. They're click magnets. People can't not click on those videos. And if you go to one of those AI channels right now, I swear, probably the last 40 videos they've done, at least 75% of them have Donald Trump's picture on their thumbnail. They're just working the system. They're gaming the system. And eventually it's going to come to a screeching halt. One other thing I don't think I mentioned the other day about the AI videos, since we're on that subject right now, is those guys are using bots to leave comments. So you could go down and look at their comment section. They have a lot of comments. They're paying for those comments. And you could see they have the same speech patterns. And they're always praising, thank you for giving us this wise information. This is going to help me out in my daily life. They always say things like that. It's stupid. And that's against YouTube's terms of services. I always say it's illegal. It's illegal in the world of YouTube, okay? So that's illegal, and YouTube will boot you or quit giving you views if they catch you buying bots to leave comments in your videos. So keep that in mind. Now, back to what we're talking about. So in my opinion, and I'm kind of slanted here because I am an Evergreen video producer, creator, and I think they're the best way to make money in the long run on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. TikTok's algorithm is a little bit weird, so I don't know how Evergreen works that well over there, but I think they're just focused on viral. So forget I said TikTok. I don't think it's worth it. So, but the next video we do is about new short strategy and some new shorts information that Neil Mohan, who is the CEO of YouTube, just came out with the other day at an ad conference. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great day. Be nice to each other.